The funeral ended an hour ago, Lucas. There is no reason for you to keep pretending you are part of this family. You have 30 minutes to get your old truck out of my driveway, or I'm calling the police for trespassing. Those were the words of Elena, the woman who married my father 6 months before he got sick. Her son Ricky was laughing behind her, dangling the keys to the house I had restored with my own hands. They thought the will was the end of the story. They didn't know it was just the prologue to their financial ruin. My name is Lucas. I am 32 years old, and I am a landscape architect in Oregon. I am not a man of expensive suits or glass offices. My office is the dirt, and my tools are my hands. My father, a good but naive man, owned a beautiful 5-acre property on the outskirts of town. It was our sanctuary. But when dementia started to cloud his mind, the vultures appeared. For the last 3 years, I was my father's sole caregiver. Elena, his new wife, was too busy spending his pension on relaxation trips and spa sessions. Her son Ricky, a 25-year-old aspiring influencer, only showed up when he needed money for a new car. I paid the property taxes. I fixed the barn when it collapsed after the storm of 2021. I invested $40,000 of my own savings to adapt the house for Dad's wheelchair. Elena never contributed a dime. She just said, "It's an investment, honey. It's all staying in the family." She was right, though not in the way she imagined. Dad passed away in November. A week later, the lawyer read the will. Elena had managed, in a moment of my father's confused lucidity, to get him to sign an amendment. The clause was clear. I leave the main residential structure and all its contents to my beloved wife Elena and her son Ricky. I froze. The house where I grew up, the house I saved from ruin, was theirs. Elena smiled, that predatory smile she had been hiding for years. "Don't worry, Lucas," she said. "We'll let you visit for Christmas, if you give us enough notice." But they didn't wait for Christmas. On the day of the funeral, in front of all my father's friends, Elena decided to mark her territory. She accused me of trying to steal the silverware. Ricky shoved my chest and told me I was just the gardener. They called the local police to escort me off the property for causing a disturbance. I walked to my truck in the rain, humiliated, while Ricky toasted with champagne on the porch I built. What Ricky forgot is that a gardener knows the land better than anyone, especially when that land has a very curious legal history. You see, my father didn't buy that property alone. He inherited it from my grandfather, and my grandfather was a paranoid old farmer who hated the idea of banks or wives taking land away from blood descendants. In 1998, my grandfather created a land trust. He legally separated the property into 2 entities: the real estate improvement, meaning the physical house, and the underlying soil, the land itself. My father inherited the house, but the land trust, that trust passed directly to my name when I turned 21. My father had a free surface right for life, but that right expired exactly on the day of his death. I let 30 days pass. I let Elena buy new furniture and Ricky install a hot tub in the backyard. Then I came back. Elena opened the door, furious. "What are you doing here? Do you want me to call the sheriff again?" "Please do," I replied. "You'll need witnesses for this." I handed her a certified letter. "Elena, you and Ricky are the legitimate owners of the house. Congratulations. But that house is illegally parked on my private property." She laughed. "You're crazy." "Read the document," I insisted. "My father's right to use the land expired the day he died. According to county law, you have two options. Either you move your house to another piece of land in 60 days, or you start paying me rent for the use of my soil." Ricky snatched the paper. "Rent? How much?" "Considering it is premium agricultural land and includes access to water from my private well, the land rent is $4,500 a month, retroactive to the day of the funeral. You owe me $9,000 right now." "We don't have that money!" Elena screamed. "Dad's pension barely covered her salon expenses." "Then you have option C," I said, pulling out a second contract. "I buy the structure of the house from you for the demolition price. $20,000. Take it or leave with your house on your back." They tried to fight in court, but my grandfather's trust was ironclad. With no money for expensive lawyers, they gave up in 2 weeks. They had to sell me the house for a fraction of its value to pay their credit card debts. Elena now lives in a one-bedroom apartment across town. Ricky had to get a job in a warehouse. I'm still here. I restored the house, removed their horrible decorations, and replanted the garden. Sometimes, when the wind blows through the oaks, I feel my grandfather laughing. He knew that the land always returns to those who work it and respect it. I'm Lucas, and I reclaimed my home without raising my voice.